Cornerstone for Salesforce is the first and only learning enablement solution built natively on the Force.com platform. Now, what does that mean? It means we take the fundamentals of a learning management system and extend that functionality throughout Salesforce to make sure that users have the right access to the right training or learning or content right when and where they need it. So for a salesperson, right next to their accounts and contacts and opportunities, they'll now have access to training. For customer service rep, it might be next to the cases that they manage. For customers or partners, it would be inside of the community where they're logging in. And with our Lightning components, you can actually take bite-sized pieces of learning functionality and embed them into your existing Lightning experience. Now, if we take a look at the training tab itself, this is where the user comes to see the training that they've been assigned by their manager or the administrator. They can search the catalog for training that they want to enroll in. You can schedule your classroom training, your new hire onboarding. This is the typical learning management experience. The key here is that what this user sees is very much based on who this user is. So all the fields on their user record, their profile, their role, their manager. For customers and partners, you can also look at their account and contact details. So you can be very granular about who gets to see which content based on existing information that you already have in Salesforce. But then we can extend that functionality further. So let's say a salesperson is opening up a new opportunity. As they start selecting fields, if there's content that matches what they're doing in the opportunity, it'll actually notify them about that real time. So if we're selling widgets for the first time, it can actually recommend content based on the fields that I selected. And it'll follow you through the life cycle of the opportunity. So as we start selecting the industry, the competitor, and moving the opportunity forward, there's now additional content that might be relevant for this stage of the opportunity. And it doesn't just have to be information you're pushing to the end users. It might also be information you want to collect from the end users. So if this person loses the opportunity, you can actually quiz them on product knowledge or industry knowledge or competitive knowledge and actually figure out where the gaps are in that information to determine what's driving downstream success or failure. And then you can actually prove those outcomes. If we look at some dashboards, you can actually correlate learning metrics to sales or service or customer metrics to determine if there's any impact. So the left one shows, do salespeople who go through onboarding bring in more revenue in their first 6 months? Second one shows, do salespeople who complete product training on a specific product have a higher win rate when they're selling that product? And then the third one is that analysis of when you lose an opportunity, what was the actual cause of that loss? So if the first time you can prove if the training you're putting in place is actually having downstream impact on sales or service or any other metric you track in Salesforce. So that is Cornerstone for Salesforce in a nutshell. If you have any questions, please visit our website at csod.com/Salesforce, or you can visit our App Exchange page.